active sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this new moon in Libra to full moon in Aries, September into October 2022. What a mouthful, but I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons. Mal for short. Hey, they're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive. President of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. Author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box if you'd like to preview it for free. And I am a creator on Patreon. Patreon.com/Drawing the Circle. Isn't it pretty? Just did a live stream today, as I do every morning there. A YouTube unlisted link to my patrons, my humans, my heroes, my angels, my witches, my worlds, my gods, goddesses, my subscribers over there on Patreon.com/Drawing the Circle. Talking about the day's astrological weather, the spiritual implications, the magical applications, and today, the Sunday before the new moon in Libra. It is in Gemini. I made it public, and if all goes well, I will be doing that once a week. It feels like moving things in a new direction, but if you want to catch me every day, they are getting the exclusive content, getting the advanced content, getting access to all of the extended readings that I have done past, as well as will do in the present and moving forward into the future. They get all of that. All my subscribers get that stuff. So there's a link in the description box, or just go check it out directly. It's right up there. Patreon.com/Drawing the Circle. And come for more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal. Hey, my gems, truly outrageous. Truly, truly, truly outrageous. If you are new to the channel, a 5-card draw is just one card from 5 different decks, giving you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. In this case, a waxing moon. As I mentioned before, I also do the 8-card draw shadow reads from full to new, the waning moon part of it. And the last ones that I did leading up to this new moon in Libra, I had inaccurate information astrologically. It happens. Mercury retrograde. What are you going to do? I said that the new moon was on a Friday. It's not. It's on a Sunday. I don't know why. It just went that way. I got to roll with it. I'm honest, right? Putting it out there. I made boo-boo, or the glitch did. I don't know. But, you know, these 5 decks represent the 5 magical elements. In this case, the 5-card draw to help you plant a seed at the new moon and help it grow, nurture it, expand, manifest, whatever you want to call it, to the full moon. And so now let's get the accurate information. The new moon in Libra, Sunday, September 25th. 5:54 p.m., which is nice. You have the rest of the afternoon. But before that, we will be in dark moon in Libra, and before that, dark moon in Virgo, and I'm a Virgo sun sign, so, you know, you might want to wait for the evening on that one, Eastern time. I am in New York, so you plant the seed on that day. And I will say, a Libra moon on a Sunday, a Libra new moon on a Sunday, really, really good for social justice, right? Libra justice, the scales, right? But also healing one-on-one relationships, shadow work, all that 7th house dynamic. But that's the seed you plant, and then you make your way through the building, the expanding, the manifesting to the full moon in Aries, a Sunday, October 9th, 4:55, I believe that's p.m. So really, it's the lovers. It's Venus, right, Libra, and Aries, Mars. So this could be a very, very interesting time period, considering Mercury will go direct. Yep, Mercury will go direct on October 2nd, and then Pluto goes direct on the 8th, but in October. So it's going to be a very interesting, transformative time for all of us, and that's what I'm here to do, to help you work with your element of fire, right? What you yearn for, what you burn for, your heart's desire, our first deck down, and to get you clues, tips, and hints to help you. Because, you know, every time somebody manifests their heart's desire, even one step on the journey, all of humanity and all of life evolves a little bit. So this is my work in the world, my sacred art, to help those help themselves, right? Because we're all one. So you make your heart's desires manifest, you're helping everybody else do the same. So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. Standard YouTube reading rules apply, because your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus sign might have 4 different seeds to plant, different intentions, heart's desires, as well as you might have one that have 4 different ways of looking at it and experiencing it. Cool. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I will do the best that I can to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace necessary. And yes, I'm wearing glasses. I had a contact lens. My right contact lens decided that it wanted a career of its own, took a swan dive down the bathroom sink a couple of nights ago. So went to lens crafters. They took some old lenses, popped them in a new frame. And I see so much better this way without them on. But for reading the bookie books, I might pop them back on. Let's see what hits the table. I love you. Breathe. Let's have fun with this. Still point. As we will start with the magical spell cards for the element of fire, as I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers, because if the cross-watchers apply this information to their own healing process, their own manifestation, their own waxing process, they're going to heal, they're going to manifest as well, they're going to help the one they're cross-watching for do the same without trying to control or manipulate. It's just the vibe of it all, as well as the entire Libra, Gemini collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers in general. So please, one card in clarity, the element of fire, to refine, to clarify what they yearn for, what they burn for, with their heart's desire. This new to full September, October 2022. Did you just get abundance? You know that's in the title. No clickbait. There it is. Goddess of abundance, shine. Let me thrive. Let fortune be mine. Now, that's Demeter, that's Fortuna, that's Persephone. The word prosperity is actually from the name Proserpina, the Roman name of the goddess Persephone, daughter of Demeter. So whoever your goddess is of abundance is, your divine feminine, regardless of spiritual, religious tradition. There's usually a patron saint or something or other, an archangel, that you could call to. So goddess of abundance, shine. Let me thrive. Let fortune be mine. In what area of your life is that financial? Could be. But that's why we got 4 more cards. That's just the first one down. So we're going to ground that with a crystal oracle for the element of earth. Now, if you have the stone that's indicated in said bookie book by Tony Carmine Salerno, you want to use it, great. You don't have to, though. You don't need a physical, tangible object, but it is a nice reminder. You can use a piece of jewelry. You can use clear quartz, does everything. You can grab a rock from outside, anything you want to, have it with you. A little totem, a little token, a little something to keep you on track for this manifestation for a 2-week period. Please take a nice deep breath. Kitty hair on my face. Still point. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the North powers of Earth, hence the crystal oracle, also the Archangel of Lyons, which I am intricately interwoven with apparently in this lifetime. Please, one card in clarity for the Gemini collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers, considering I'm doing this on a Gemini moon. Mercury in retrograde, just leave the card in my hand, please. The perfect oracle message, right? If they have this, don't. Great. If they don't, that's okay too. But the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire and manifest their heart's desire. This new to full September, October 2022. And you've got Beryl. Oh, Beryl. B-R-Y-L. Oh, Lady Beryl. Oh, it's such a pleasure. She's such a gem. I'm going to read it from the bookie book. I think I might need the glasses and maybe even the magnifying glass. They're old lenses, man. They're like survivors from Fashion Week, those guys. So they're a little scratchy, but I'll do the best that I can. Let's see if I can do it without... I wore eye makeup. I got mascara and eyeliner on. Hello. Let's do this. Beryl. Yeah, I can read it. Resolution. So a resolution of abundance, right? Stress reduction, potential new possibilities. Seems right on track for a new moon read. An ongoing problem or dilemma will soon be resolved in an unexpected way. As a consequence, your stress level and anxiety will decrease. Now, put that in terms of abundance. Now look, for my empaths out there, vibrational energy empaths, emotional empaths, how many people are freaking out over money, right? We immediately jump to money and finances whenever you hear the words abundance and prosperity, if you're like me and billions of other people, right? So, you know, in an unexpected way, stress levels and anxiety will decrease. Through this, exciting new pathways open for you, and you discover new possibilities for your life, which I think the stress reduction is a big part of that, to see clearly. As this current situation is resolved, you will simultaneously and subconsciously let go of a past regret or guilt that has only served to sabotage the creative possibilities that have been available for you for quite some time, with a very, very long run-on sentence. So yeah, look, we all have subconscious guilt and regret. That's what the ego does, man. It gets you coming and going. Fear of the future, guilt and regret about the past, but in the present moment, all is as it should be. So, you know, past life stuff, who knows? Childhood stuff, who knows? It's in the subconscious. We knew it was in the subconscious. It would be conscious, right? It's time for you to shine, gems. Open your heart and you will see the unlimited potential that resides within you. Excellent. Now keep that open so I can refer to those keywords. Resolution, stress reduction is a big part of this, and potential new possibilities. Now, I'm not wearing the ring right now, but I have an alexandrite, which I believe is a member of the beryl family. But beryls are not necessarily the most expensive stones in the world. It depends on the clarity, the cut, the grade, the actual stone itself. So if you have it, great. If you don't, work it. You know, I kind of love that. And particularly that they chose a green beryl for the picture with abundance here. We're going to take that into account. So it's time for your element. The element of air. We use the Healing with the Angels Oracle for this one. Two ways to do this. One is to take the words of the card that hits the table and think about it, research it. And I do mean research it. Find original meanings for words, the history of the words, how it's changed over the millennia. And you might find a very, very specific definition that applies to your situation. The other is that these are names of healing angels that you have every right to call upon, but they don't come unless they're called. Like, they can be hovering right next to you, but they don't invade boundaries. You have to invite them in. Technically, you call to an angel, right? You make that call. But otherwise, it's the law of non-intervention. They're not allowed to intervene unless we ask. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the angels and archangels of air, the sign of Gemini, powers of the east, the Raphaelites, the legions of Archangel Raphael, please, rising sun in the east, that clarifying wind, the power of air, please, one card in clarity for the Gemini collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What's the element of air, right? To help them stoke that fire, to manifest their heart's desire of abundance with that stress reduction, new possibilities, resolution available to them in the element of earth. And also, you know, who are the angels waiting in the wings with their wings, ready to swoop in and help them with their element of air. Oh boy. Oh boy. Prepare yourself. Chances are, hey, angel cards. This is most likely, most definitely in the title. The Healing Angels, a soulmate for this new moon. To full September, October 2022. Now, I know it's all kissy-kissy here, but a soulmate is a form of soul contract, not the same as a twin flame. The new definition that I learned from Matt Kahn, his healing mantra deck will be our last card down, the card of spirit. But he says there's a wonderful video on his YouTube channel. Matt Kahn, All for Love is the channel. The video is called, if I can remember this accurately, Soul Contracts, Twin Flames, and Soulmates Redefined. Well, the simplest way to say the redefinition is that soulmates help each other heal. Okay, regardless of the form. In other words, they're not all romantic. Twin flames, you teach each other how to heal yourselves, which sounds good, but it's tricky. They can't give you the love that you want. You can't give them the love that they want. You help them to learn how to love themselves. You see what I'm getting? Yeah, in other words, twin flames burn. Ooh, burn. Sorry. I had a little easy Emma Stone moment there. So the soulmate, right? The healing angels, the soulmate, what's that about? What do you think their function is, right? Yeah, you can really, you can do research on the idea of a soulmate. First time I read it was in a book called Soulmates by Jess Stern, paperback. It's evolved since then, but you could go back to Plato and split aparts and all of that. Many different definitions for that term. I know for myself that I have lots of soulmates, but ultimately the gig is to be the mate of your own soul. And in that process, you are helping yourself heal. You are helping others heal no matter what comes and goes in your life. So look, if there is somebody in your life, this could be a dear friend, this could be a trusted family member. The difference is you don't always see eye to eye in a soulmate contract, but what would the healing angels be doing about that? They would be helping you and a soulmate heal, or bringing you the people in your life to manifest this abundance. But there's something there with the element of air, which also just rhymed. So keep that in mind. I think I just rhymed again. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Why? Because we're moving to the element of water. The voices of the higher selves of all involved, using Angela Hartfield's Whispers of Love Oracle. I love this deck. There's not a womp womp card in it, womp womp, but it does sometimes turn the party. Like one of these, I can't see it without my glasses right now, but I know somebody got the True Love card coming up. It does. It turns the party usually a full 90 degrees. Please take a nice deep breath. 180, 360. Please don't make me do math. Still point. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love? For the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, the element of water, the emotional part, the love part, the heart chakra that is needed in good spell work, good intentional work. If there's no emotional juice to it, not much really moves. So please, what is a piece of information, inspiration, insight needed from the higher selves of all involved for this Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, and cross watcher watching this video, receiving this reading, this beautiful, so beautiful, this September to October 2021 is the fucking True Love card. Oh my god. Who got it? Now I need to know. Now I need to know. Sure enough, Taurus sign before this. Oh my god, the question before us is which one's the Taurus? Bette Midler, wicked change in that paraphrase. Look, true love, please. True love is my gig. True love is divine love in physical form. Just did that thing on Patreon that released to the rest of the world today. Blank is doing its perfect work in me and through me now. Well, true love is doing its perfect work in you and through you now, according to the higher selves, because we've got so much built up around the idea of true love. Thanks, Disney, which, a lot of it is the truth. True love does conquer all. It does break all curses, but it is a hero's journey, because anchoring and embodying that kind of frequency within yourself, let alone in another relationship. In the words of William Shakespeare, who I'm pretty sure I slept with a long time ago, the course of true love never did run smooth. It was a dreamy midsummer night. What can I tell you? Look, true love blows everything out of the water. It ain't easy, but it is the anchoring of divine love into physical form. All right, it is unity consciousness, and with the soul, come on, you got you got the soulmate card and the true love card with abundance and Beryl. If their name is Beryl, then that would be kind of right on the nose, a little bit more accurate for a general read. Yeah, everybody, the person, because Beryl can be, I believe, a male name as well as a female name. Well, I think it's predominantly female. Oh, Lady Beryl of the Twin Flames. Oh, how lovely. T. What a power-ass read, 5 cards down. So look, you gotta get clear. What are your definitions? What does soulmate mean to you? You're an air sign. It's important. You can have lots of different, you know, Gemini points of view on that. But then particularly true love, because look, I could say that my mom and I have a soulmate true love relationship. We've conquered a crap load together, and we didn't always get along. Soulmates don't mean that you always get along. Go ask Matt Kahn. There are bumps in the road, but you always return it to love. Thank you, Marianne Williamson in A Course in Miracles, right? So this is something worth working, right? Whether you have a Beryl or not. Actually, the Alexandrite I have is the wedding ring from my first husband. I buried it in the ground for a year and a day, cleansed and consecrated it because it's a fucking Alexandrite. It's a little on the rare side. Yeah. Not just medium rare. Let's get you a Matt Kahn healing mantra. As I mentioned previously, the card of spirit to charge this thing, right? So you get some kind of rock if you like. Can you smell what it's cooking is the question. Cast for the abundance spell, intention, whatever you want to call it. Calling in the healing angels, the soulmates, to existing soulmates you already know about in your life, new ones coming in. Really tuning yourself to the vibe of true love, which again depends on your definition and your experience of it, because true love usually blows shit up before it makes things better. It just does. Look at all of the true love stories. I mean, I don't consider Romeo and Juliet necessarily a true love story. They were like kids, technically. What do you know? Let's see what hits the table. The card of spirit to charge all this up with. Please take a nice deep breath. You freaking twins, yeah. Still point. Here we go. Shit. As I call upon the Ascended Master of True Love Soulmate Contracts, please, all of you, all y'all, granted a specialized part of the Ascended Master Akashic Records law firm, please, 1 card in clarity for the Gemini Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. This may or may not be romantic, right? And there's no card in here that's going to call it right out and say that. I know this deck really well. I've had it for 3 years. So please, what's the perfect healing mantra to help the Geminis and the cross watchers manifest their heart's desire of abundance with that Beryl? With that resolution, maybe resolution, resolving something in a relationship here, which will reduce their stress and open up potential new possibilities with the healing angels of soulmate, which, you know, maybe there isn't a twin flame card in this deck. So, you know, maybe it could be a twin flame, something a bit more transformational, tumultuous, toxic, right? Teaching each other how to heal and love themselves versus the soulmate of helping each other heal and really giving each other the love that they want to give and receive from each other. And with the true love card on the table, please give them the perfect healing mantra to charge this intention, because we need more true love on the planet. It is truth and love, the divine masculine and the divine feminine as one for this full moon. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This new to full September, October 2022, processing grief. My love proves how deeply, my grief proves how deeply I loved. Overcoming, right? Processing grief. Now look, I could talk about this mantra, let alone the idea of grief, for a very long time, because everybody has the wounds of loss. There's the ego wound of abuse, neglect, codependence, which maybe you can avoid. I don't know how. It's just not written into your contract. But everybody has the ego wound of loss, because loss and gain is just part of the human experience. But we're humans on heroes' journeys. We're really immortal souls and divine children of the divine. So this feels like you're going to get the opportunity to heal something. The thing about grief is, if grief isn't processed, it turns into anxiety, often called free-floating anxiety, because subconsciously you are waiting for the other shoe to drop. Just saying. My losses prove how deeply I loved. Maybe this is about a romantic true love, or even a family member, a loved one, that it didn't go well, or maybe is no longer physically incarnate. Itty bitty teeny tiny little print. When grief is processed, you are able to notice the maturity you gained even when losing the people, places, and things that once defined your sense of self. Okay, I hear that. This could also be about loss of physical abundance, right? And calling in the people, the contracts that you need to heal this and process this grief. As you process grief, you are able to celebrate how deeply you committed to love, instead of holding a grudge towards those who left or couldn't love you back. And can you see how that can be everything from family member to lover to whatever, a job that you loved, right? It'd be all sorts of those things. Once grief is fully processed, it can ignite a deeper commitment to love. You know that, true love. You commit yourself to true love. You say, oh, this is all part of the journey of it. Okay. Let's process it, right? It is not a matter of what comes or goes. It is determined by how much of yourself you are willing to share. And you get the free will choice about that. But the healing angels of soulmates, obviously, would bring you the people that you could do that in a safe way. This mantra is ideal for opening back up to love, rebuilding trust, and addressing heartache. Again, it's a general read. You do not have to comment what kind it is unless you want to. Is this romantic? Is this platonic? Is this tribal, family? Is this work-oriented? Because if you do this as written, you're calling in a goddess of abundance. Let me thrive, let fortune be mine. But what kind of fortune are you casting for? So, we're going to do what we love to call a blessimation here. It's a combination of a blessing and a summation. I never know what's going to come out of my mouth when I do it. That's why I do the prayer and meditation and all that stuff, and the morning Patreon streams to get me ready for this stuff. So if you want, after that, I like to chat a little bit at the end, release the Zodiacal Collective and Crosswatcher energy for it, and it usually comes out goofy, so please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine. For the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Crosswatchers watching this video and receiving this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need. This new moon in Libra to full moon in Aries 2022, that they may process grief, learn how to do that step by step, really, really taking the time to tune in on all of this, because there is true love. Will conquer all, but it is a hero's journey, so they can remember to call upon the healing angels of soulmates, because they cannot help unless we ask, think about it, pray in some way, shape, or form. With the stress reduction of Beryl, the resolution really feels like a resolution to possibly financially as well as relational issues going on here, revealing new possibilities of abundance. And may they have the abundance of whatever it is that they need, all overtones, all dimensions, not just in the physical world, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and all that. So, Goddess of Abundance Divine, let them thrive. Let fortune be mine, ours, theirs. For the well-being of all. and with harm to none, as true love wills it. So let it be done. So let it be. And so it is. Please let me know if you can. What is this about? What is this about? If it resonated, if it doesn't know why you have Sun, Moon, Rising on Venus, so you can check them out. And if you liked it, hit the like. I'm not monetized anymore on this platform. I'm monetized over on Patreon, patreon.com/Drawing the Circle. If you want to go check that out, please do. So all of the thumbs up just help the other Geminis and cross-watchers find the reading. And if you want more of me, subscribe here on YouTube, or certainly you can come Patreon on Patreon with me. Really having a field day over there, digging it. Great, big, huge. Already talked about the benefits. There are all links in the description box if you want to go deeper into that, and I wish you would, because I'm building a lovely community over there. That being said, if you want to book me for a private reading, easy enough to do. Private readings get top priority. The schedule shifts when that happens. Even during a Mercury retrograde, there's a video in the description box, Booking a Reading with Mal. Explains it all for you, just like Clarissa Thorpe. Otherwise, wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed of this apparently true love motivated new moon to full September, October 2022. Hang in there. Reach out if you need help. Help is on the way. You just got to call it in. And I love you. Hang in there. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.